So my name is Alana, but you can call me Lana. I am a business owner, a mommy, a wife, and I'm just passionate about life, which I am. Okay, so currently I'm 25 years old. I started my business about 4.5 years ago, and to be honest, like I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I just kept trying things after things, job after jobs. I worked at a doctor's office, lawyer's office, daycare, everything. And then my last job before actually becoming a business owner was in the nightlife, and I'm like, okay, this is not for me. So actually I ended up taking a lash course because I was getting my lashes done so religiously, and to be honest, like I didn't really like it at first, but I liked seeing how people felt after they had their lashes done. I didn't know that I could make people feel that good, so I guess people just kept coming back and back, and I'm like, okay, people trust me, I think I'm good at it, and I just had like the willingness to like get better each and every day, you know? So I just like the fact that I could make my own schedule. I felt like I was literally just like lashing my friends, and I was making people feel good while I was making money. Okay, cool. And also too, I just like the fact that I can like determine the speed of like my success, you know?
I'm Anna, I'm Alana's mom. Yeah, well, in my family, like when I was growing up, I was always told, oh, you need to go to school and then you need to go to college and get that diploma so you can go ahead in the world. But Alana was always different. Like she said, okay, I'm going to college. I'm gonna make this amount of money a year. If I study this career, no, that's not enough for me. So she said, I don't wanna do this, I'm gonna do my own thing. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, I had a meltdown because that's what I was taught since I was little, but then I was on board when I saw her doing it, and I just leave her alone.
So it's funny because, yeah, people I guess always knew me for like beauty, for fashion, because literally I would go to school and my mom would have to go to school and sign like a waiver because I didn't want to wear the uniform, not because I just didn't like it and I wanted to wear what I wanted to wear. Like I wore things for me because it made me feel good, not because I was trying to impress anybody else. And I think that through dressing a certain way and doing my hair, it was just who I truly was. And actually it just it takes more of an effort for me not to get ready and not to get dressed than to actually get ready. And I would always get in trouble, literally. I would always get sent down to the office. And one of the reasons why I like business so much is because nobody could dictate what I wear, what I do. It's me, what I feel, and I get to express myself like that.
I think she remembers this part more than I do, but she tells me too, which I don't remember, but I think she had asked me like, oh, should I start lashing or something? And I don't even remember her bringing up this conversation, but I was just like, I was probably like, sure, like go for it, like beauty, go, like. So my name's Adri, a lot of people call me Baby, and I am Alana's sister. So when she started her lashing experience, she was lashing from my mom's living room. And it was like right when you walked in, and it was like a lot of us. So I know sometimes there'd be like a lot of commotion, and she would always tell us like, shh, be quiet, I'm with a client, this is not.
The couch was here, and then because I started lashing here from like October to January or February of 2017 to leading into 2018. My parents always had a Christmas tree up right here. So it was like so hard for the clients to come, and I was working like right here, and sometimes like I would bump into the Christmas trees, and yeah.
when she was lashing from my living room, she expected everybody to be quiet. I mean, I'm very loud. I come from a Cuban family. I'm an only child, but you know, I was always around a lot of people. So she expected us to be quiet. And then I was like seeing all these women coming into my house, and my husband, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know, that's our daughter there for you. So yeah. Yeah. We were used to having all the friends over. You know, our house, their friends, her friends, my oldest daughter friends, so it was always a full house. I knew she was gonna do something, but I didn't know what or how or if it was gonna be this big. I just went with the flow. I was just like, okay, let her do her thing. I didn't intervene in anything that she was doing. Sometimes I go into social media and I stalk her to see what she's doing, you know? So that's how I find out.
So when I decided to actually drop out of school, I dropped out of school twice. I dropped out of school when I went to college, Miami-Dade, and then I dropped out of school when I went to hair school. And I just remember being in the bathroom and telling my mom, I didn't even ask her, I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna drop out of school to figure out what I wanna do. I don't wanna be here. Like, I'm 19 years old, getting in trouble for not wearing scrubs, right? I'm like, I don't wanna be here. The teacher doesn't even wanna be here herself. So I'm gonna learn from people who like what they're doing, and I'm gonna separate myself from people who are miserable in that energy. Like, why am I gonna learn from somebody who's not happy with their life? And something just clicked in my head, and I'm like, okay, I have to get away from everybody, isolate, figure out what I want to do, and do things differently. And that's what I did. I got pregnant when I was 19 with obviously Olivia's dad, and I think that just made me realize, like, okay, I have a time frame to really put in the work. So the first year to 2 years of my business, I was working from morning to like nighttime, to the point where he was just like, look, honestly, like, I don't even see you when we live in the same house. And I told him, I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, this is what I have to do in order to take care of our child and just leave a future for her and guide her. So after my mom's living room and after leaving my ex's house, I got the loft a month after giving birth to Olivia. And then I moved into the Wynwood location, which was the storefront. That was revamped. And then a month or 2 months after my second child was born, I moved in here.
So I'm Ignacio. I'm Alana's fiancé, husband. We're not married, but we call each other husband and wife. One of the things that literally caught my attention was like how driven she was. Honestly, when she decided to make the move here, I was probably one of the, or if the only one, that was like, are you sure it's the right move? You know, not because I was not seeing the vision, but sometimes people in business, they tend to want to grow too quick, and that was my fear for her. So I tried to guide her as to make the right calls, but clearly she was right. I kind of understand her a lot because when it comes to business, we are pretty similar. I think that maybe I'm the one that when she starts feeling like mom guilt or different things related to that side that we as men don't usually tend to feel just because of how society is built out. But when she starts feeling like that, I tend to like tell her that she's doing the best she can. You know, we're lucky to have help and to be able to afford that help. So from personal experience, growing up in a house where my mom was working all the time and she was running a business and different things, this concept that moms have today that, oh, if I'm not present with my kid when they're young and this and that, they're not going to know how much I love them in different situations. That's not really the case. Like kids, children's, daughters, sons, they can feel the love of a parent regardless of how much time you spend with them, especially at the beginning stages, you know? And I think that all the sacrifice that she's doing today is going to pay off in the future, and she's going to actually be able to have even more of that flexibility and that mom-children connection.
I think that as Lanna Lashes evolved, I realized that not only do I love to perform the service, but I think that it's so much more than that. I think that whatever I go through in my business, it's something that I can teach somebody else. So if I can be that person that can help them not make little mistakes that I made and help them achieve their dream business and their dream life, then that's what truly like makes me happy. I want to be like that light and that guidance for them. And that's what I see Lanna Lashes at. It's more than just lashes. It's an experience, it's a set of beliefs, it's guidance, it's teachings, and